Hey everyone, how's it going? Diana here from My Million Quest. Happy Thursday. Today's an awesome day. I hope you're having a great day. Why am I excited? Because I'm going to Disney, obviously. But anyways, today I want to talk to you about this amazing book I just finished reading. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon. And if you haven't read it, I suggest you read it. And if you've already read it, I suggest you reread it. But anyways, I'm not going to go too deep into detail with the book because I don't want to ruin it for you. But I am going to talk about 3 amazing lessons that I got from the book. And basically, to sum it up a little, the book talks about, the richest man in Babylon. And it tells a tale of these people that they go up to the richest man in Babylon and they're like, hey, how come we all grew up in the same town? We all grew up the same way, with nothing. We started off with nothing. Yet you have the nicest clothes, you have the nicest house, you have the nicest food, and you have all this money. How did you do it? So can you share that with us? And that's what he did. Through a series of lessons, he was teaching them and showing them how he became so wealthy and successful to the point where he doesn't have to work anymore. And the 3 lessons I got from that book, the book all around is full of packed with knowledge. But the first lesson I got from that book is keep 10% of your income. No matter how much you earn, whether you make $1,000 a month, you make $10,000 a month, you make $100,000 a month, keep 10% of your income no matter what. And here's the difference though, because we've all already heard this before. We've already heard that you need to keep 10% or 15% of your income and save it. That's the problem. You're saving it for a rainy day. This is your emergency fund. But what this book teaches is that you're going to save that money, minimum to a year, I guess. And what you're going to do is you're going to find a way to invest that money so that money can grow. So if you have an online business, you can invest it in your online business, invest it in, education so you can become a better entrepreneur. Or if you don't have a business, you can use it to invest and start a business. Or you can use it to invest, in the stock market, Forex, whatever it may be. Just make sure you're well educated and you know what you're doing before you get started. So yeah, that was the first lesson. I was like, yep, that's what I'm doing. Right away, I started doing it. So that first day, even if I earn $30, I'm saving $3. If I earn $100, I'm saving $10. It doesn't matter what I'm earning. If I'm making money every single day, I'm saving 10% of that right away. It's going into my savings account. And I'm so excited because a year from now, I'm going to invest in my business. And it's going to be like, boom. Well, anyways, lesson number 2 is your mindset. There was another story in the book, and it was basically this man and how he went from being a free man to being run out of Babylon because he was so much in debt, to the point where his wife left him, and he was in so much debt that he owed people that he borrowed money from so he can pay the people he owed. It was crazy. But you think about it, that's just the way the world works now. You get a credit card, you get in credit card debt, and then you open another credit card to pay off the first one, and then you open another one to pay off the first 2, and so on and so forth, and it's a never-ending cycle. So basically, he went from being a free man to becoming a slave, and one day, he was upset, and he was like, man, I hate being a slave, I wish I was a free man again. And this lady's like, well, let me ask you a question. Do you think you're a free man? And she's like, well, I used to be. He's like, no. But do you think like a free man? Because you're shackled up, you think like a slave, you act like a slave, you behave like a slave, you are a slave. And he was like, well, how do I become a free man? And he realized that the first thing he needed to do was, clear his name. And that was just an eye-opener for me because we're tied down. It had me thinking, am I a slave? And basically, I'm literally not a slave, obviously, but you're a slave to your debts. And last year, I paid off all of my debt except for my student loans. And I've been putting off my student loans for a really long time because honestly, I've been scared. It's a really huge amount, and just getting started can be a little frightening. But I've been putting it off, and as soon as I finished reading that chapter, I hit up, my student loan, financial advisor, whatever. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm ready to start paying that money back now. And just doing that, taking that little action with sending that email, it just felt so liberating. Like it just released like all this stress from me. So yeah, that was the second lesson I got from that book. Just the way you think when it comes to money can make you either a free man or a slave. So think about that. And then the third lesson is your education, what you're learning from. There was a story in the book where this guy was like, yeah, I learned how to do, he was going to invest in jewels from, I think it was like a brick maker. And it was basically the same thing. If you want to learn how to be a chef, you want to learn how to cook, you need to learn how to do this from a chef. You're going to learn how to cook from a chef, not from a plumber. And if you want to learn how to play the guitar, you're not going to learn how to do it from a mechanic. You're going to learn it from a guitarist, someone that has experience. So that's basically the third lesson that I got from that book that really sank with me. If you want to learn how to do something and you want to learn how to get better at it, then you need to, take notes from someone that's already been there, someone that's already done it successfully. So like I said, guys, it's a really good book. If you want to, check it out. The Richest Man in Babylon. I really, really recommend you get it. Check it out. Click the link below. I shared that with you. Get it as soon as possible. Start reading it as soon as possible. And give me your thoughts. So if you have any questions, that's it for today. If you have any questions, like I said, please, leave me a comment below. Or if you're ready to take action and start your online business or improve your online business and, get on your millionaire quest so you can start being successful and rich and, living life on your terms, having financial freedom and time freedom to do things like going to Disney on Thursday like I am, click the link below and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Like I said, happy Thursday and have an awesome, awesome day, guys.